You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. Today we're discussing one of the most talked about appeal hearings in recent history. That is R. Kelly's legal battle against what many consider an overwhelmingly excessive prison sentence. The legal mind leading this fight is none other than attorney Jennifer Bonjean, a powerhouse in the courtroom who has made it her mission to challenge the inconsistencies and legal overreach in R. Kelly's case. So let's break it all down fact by fact and reveal the crucial points Bonjean argued to highlight the flaws in his sentencing. First, let's get straight to the core issue, the sentencing overreach. Bonjean has made it crystal clear that while the government continues to lean on the argument that the trial judge heavily relied on the 3553 factors in determining Kelly's sentence, this alone does not justify the extreme nature of the punishment R. Kelly was given. Sentencing should be proportionate to the crimes proven beyond a reasonable doubt in court, and here's where things get murky. What the judge did in Kelly's case is legally questionable, at best, and blatantly unconstitutional at worst. The judge assumed Kelly had engaged in obstruction of justice, even though he was acquitted of those charges. This is a massive legal red flag. In the American justice system, criminal convictions must be based on evidence proven beyond a reasonable doubt and not on assumptions or personal beliefs. If the judge relied on the idea that Kelly obstructed justice despite a jury acquitting him of such charges, then what we're witnessing is judicial overreach in its purest form. Now, let's talk about the obstruction of justice claims that were used as a basis to enhance Kelly's sentence. Bonjean was quick to point out that the trial judge's assumption that Kelly engaged in obstruction was completely unfounded. In a criminal case, assuming facts that have not been proven is not just improper but also outright dangerous. Obstruction of justice is a serious accusation that requires clear concrete evidence. The claim that Kelly paid hush money to Rashonda's family, for example, is a key component of this alleged obstruction. But here's the kicker. There's no actual proof that this ever happened. Bonjean meticulously reviewed the trial transcripts and pointed out that nowhere in the factual records does any hush money payment appear. And let's not forget that in the most crucial testimony of all, Rashonda herself denied that any such transaction ever took place. So if the alleged victim in this situation is saying it never happened, then what exactly was the judge basing this sentencing enhancement on? The answer? Speculation. And in a criminal court where a person's life and freedom are at stake, speculation is completely unacceptable. Preponderance of evidence and inference are concepts reserved for civil courts and not criminal courts, where the standard of proof should be significantly higher. Another major point that Bonjean highlighted is the absurdity of the sentencing length. She emphasized that Kelly received a sentence so severe it suggests he committed a crime as serious as murder, which he absolutely did not. In fact, it's almost laughable when we compare his sentencing to those of actual murderers. Many individuals convicted of violent crimes, including manslaughter or even second-degree murder, have received much shorter sentences than R. Kelly. So what message is being sent here? That R. Kelly, a man found guilty of non-lethal crimes, deserves to serve more time than people who have literally taken lives? It is such inconsistencies that make our justice system a laughingstock. The justice system is supposed to operate on fairness, proportionality and the rule of law, but this sentencing suggests something far more troubling. Bias, selective prosecution, and an attempt to make an example out of him rather than applying the law fairly, which is not acceptable. Meanwhile, we cannot ignore the role that media sensationalism has played in this case. R. Kelly has been the subject of relentless negative media coverage for years, and while the court is supposed to operate independently of public opinion, we'd be naive to think that's actually the case here. Public outrage fueled by documentaries and viral narratives created an atmosphere where it became nearly impossible for Kelly to receive a fair and impartial sentencing. Jennifer Bonjean has been fearless in calling this out. A court of law is supposed to be governed by facts, evidence and legal principles. Not by social media campaigns or emotional narratives by groups and movements. The fact that a judge handed down such an extreme sentence despite clear contradictions in the evidence suggests that outside influences played a role in this decision. So why does this appeal matter? Because it's not just about R. Kelly. It's about the integrity of the justice system as a whole. If judges can base sentencing on unproven allegations, assumptions and media narratives rather than actual trial evidence, then the very foundation of due process is at risk. Bonjean's arguments expose a deeper issue in the legal system. One that should concern anyone who believes in fairness and justice. Whether you are a fan of R. Kelly or not, the principle at stake here is far bigger than him. It's about ensuring that every individual, regardless of public perception, receives a sentence that is fair, justified and based purely on legally admissible evidence. Jennifer Bonjean has laid out a powerful case against the excessive sentencing of R. Kelly. From the baseless obstruction of justice claims to the glaring inconsistencies in the court's reasoning, this appeal is shedding light on judicial overreach that should concern everyone. The fight for justice is far from over, and as we continue to watch this case unfold, one thing remains clear. Due process and fair sentencing must remain at the heart of the legal system, no matter how controversial the defendant may be. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more insights into high-profile legal battles. Let's continue the conversation. Do you think R. Kelly's sentence was fair, or do you believe the legal system went a little too far? Let us know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you want to be featured in our video releases, send us your clips by emailing them to hnnewsroom242@gmail.com or use Google Drive for larger files. Be sure to include your name and any details you'd like us to know. We can't wait to showcase your contributions. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.